Hey y'all, welcome back to the Real P Bitch Hot Seat. It's me, your one and only host, Liyah, aka Lily. Period. So I know it's been a while, like literally forever. It's been ages. It's been like a whole year and some change. Deep sigh. So I gotta get into like what's been going on, why ain't been an episode. I gotta come out and confess and tell the truth because the Real P lied and said she wasn't focusing on no man. And to tell the truth, I wasn't focused on the man. Let's just say that I kind of, took a detour for the plot. You know what I'm saying? It's always about the plot. So there was this dude that I met back in 2023 while I was dealing with Tevin. Now, Tevin is not the dude's name that I was dealing with at the time. Tevin is what he decided to go by when he made all those fake pages stalking and harassing me, trying to see if I had moved on and what I was doing. Yeah, but we're going to get into Tevin because Tevin made a surprise appearance just recently. You know what I'm saying? Had done popped up on me. Not literally, but just in my messages because yikes. I do not want to see that man in real time. Never again. Okay? Scare me so bad. But yeah, so I met this dude, this truck driver, while I was dealing with Tevin, right? And he gave me his number. However, me being loyal to a fault, I didn't, really entertain, bruh. I just let things kind of just fall off. And we probably exchanged names, birthdays. That's about it. And it never got anywhere. Like we probably only had maybe 1 to 3 conversations max total before we stopped talking. All right, so fast forward 2024. It's January. He hit me up. He found me on TikTok. And we, we started talking. We exchanged numbers. And February was his Valentine. By March, after our first date, we was together. Now, that seems like it was moving a bit fast. And we definitely was moving very fast. However, that's why they say slow and steady wins the race, because that shit crashed and burned real quickly because it just wasn't it, y'all. We was moving extremely fast. We were moving faster than Mexican music. Like, it was insane. Like, me and him, well, he brought up the idea of us living together because I had to go back to school. And he was like, well, you need to be thinking about, And so we're basically just thinking about a place what you want to do as far as, you going back to school. And he was right in that essence. But like, as far as us actually physically moving in together, I believe that's where like it was a bit, yeah, like that's a bit much. Very, very insane. But yeah, y'all, like it was the whole 9. Like we went apartment hunting together. We went furniture shopping together. Like I literally picked out everything. I picked out everything. And yeah, like, and then I bagged out literally the week of our moving into the apartment because I just had come to the realization, like, one thing about it, 2 things for sure, I'm already in school full time, I'm working full time, and I'm not gonna have a nigga working my last nerve full time. So it was like something had to give. So I dropped his ass like a bad habit, and then I went back home. And then I ended up dropping school. So yeah, that's news too, y'all. I dropped out of college because yeah, I just realized that it wasn't, my mind just was not there. Now, as far as going back to school, I do want to go back to school eventually, but no time soon. And I'm not going to go back for what I was going for initially. I'm going back for business administration. Yeah. And in between time, I plan on getting me a little certification in digital marketing and e-commerce because that's where the money's at right now. So yeah, I'm not fully putting out that degree because, like I said, it's too much money that went into it to just let that shit go. So yeah, definitely going back, just not for that, because psychology with that school is like, it's so much damn writing, it don't make no damn sense. I hated it. But back to me telling y'all how I lied. But yeah, like I just ended up breaking things off altogether. Now come to like the end of like our little rendezvous, thinking we had done found the one in each other. Like I said, I realized like he had a lot of insecurities from his past relationship. Me, I would say, although I had my, my guard up from my past relationship, I still wasn't just, always just, I guess you could say, living in fear the way he was. Like I wasn't never insecure about, our relationship. I felt like, either you love me, you don't, you don't. Regardless, I love me. So, you know what I'm saying? It's however you want to go about it. Period. But I think that summed up the little relationship part. Like we were probably together from March until about August. March to August, because like August is when school started. And then that's when I had like done had enough of the shenanigans, the always arguing over nothing. Like, y'all, he had done broke up with me 2-3 times in between that time anyways, like just over petty shit, like because I didn't want to answer the phone, knowing nigga know I don't work consecutive 12-hour shifts, like, and know I'm finna have to get up and work another 12. Like he just was very, very insecure. Like it was this one time, y'all, I was on the phone with him, and like I was at work, and one of the associates that I always called me Miss Liyah, he was like, "Hey, Miss Liyah, how you doing today?" He was like, "You have a pretty smile, Miss Liyah," and he like this nigga started going off on me in my earphone phone. Why this nigga feel comfortable telling you? Like, oh my gosh, it was so ghetto. Like I can't help. You know what I'm saying? He just was being nice. He was always nice. One of my nicer colleagues, and I just feel like, I shouldn't have to be no mean girl just because I'm in a relationship. Like I'm not gonna do that. And that's what you want, then go find another bitch. Period. But yeah, let's get into Tevin, because Tevin, I don't know, I can't hold you. You know what I'm saying? The real P, I don't want to say too much on here, but like I said, this season is gonna be realer, rawer, hotter than ever before. So like, I don't know. I think I might need to get on that, because yeah, like the real P put something good in his life. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, on his mind, rent free, always and forever. Yeah. So yeah, he had texted me, y'all, off Facebook, and was like, "Freako, what you doing?" Like real disrespectful. Like that's one of the main reasons why me and Tevin didn't work out. Like that nigga was the worst. But you only deal with what you allow. So yeah. We was both, it got to the point where I realized that he was gonna be disrespectful. So I just was like, all right, I just got to be disrespectful back. So, it got to the point where neither one of us was taking each other seriously. And then it got to the point where I started taking myself more seriously. And just was like, well, I don't even have to deal with this type of energy at all, period, if I don't want to. And I decided that I didn't want to deal with that type of shit. So I just, deaded that entire situation. But, saying, like I always blocked his number, blocked him from texting my phone, like directly have my number being able to call. But as far as my social media, never. Like, nigga, you gonna see, you know what I'm saying? Big, sexy, looking sexy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, always. But, yeah, he texted me talking some freak out, what you doing? I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga think he talking to? So I just texted him, I said, glad to know that I'm still on your mind. And so after that, he said, I know it. He was just like, come see me. Let me show you how much I miss you. Now, mind you, like, me and this man ain't spoken in months. Because I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, back in, like, August, I had hit him up trying to find a plug, because I mean, I knew that he was a plug and he was connected to a bunch of plugs out there in that area when I was in Carrollton for that brief amount of time, because I had transferred jobs. Like I said, I was going back to school before I came back home. But we're going to get into that a little bit more later on in this episode. But yeah, had talked to him since then, because I was like trying to figure out about a plug. But that's all I had wanted, was definitely not stunning that nigga. You know what I'm saying? At all. Just to be very clear. And that's not a lie. That's the truth. The whole truth and nothing but. So yeah. And then after that, like, I just left that nigga on deliver after he sent that message, because it's just like, nigga, you don't miss me. You miss this ass. And that's just what it all boils down to. And I damn sure don't miss you. You know, like, I don't miss the chaos and the always arguing and going back and forth with a nigga, like, because in my opinion, like, if a nigga got time to go back and forth, like, he a little too sassy for me. Like, you should not be arguing with no woman. You should be having solutions out the gate. Like, it should be accountability, apology, and what can we do to make things right. And if it ain't that, it should be, you know what I'm saying, just walk the fuck away. Like, ain't nobody finna go back and forth with no grown ass man. No. Fuck that. Another update. Just, you know what I'm saying, throw this out there because I'm proud of me. Like, your girl quit smoking. Like, I don't smoke weed at all anymore. And I just feel like I deserve a pat on my back. Because when you pay attention to yourself and you pay attention to your body, the way your body reacts to certain things, and you start to realize, like, me, I already naturally am a little bit worrisome. Naturally, I'm a little bit anxious at times. But when I smoke, now I'm more worrisome. Now I'm more anxious. And see, I don't need that. Like, I don't need to be over here, you know what I'm saying, worried for nothing when I have nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if a drug is causing me to feel anxious, then I don't fucking need that shit. Like, period. Like, it don't do nothing for me. The pros are literally non-existent, and the cons are just, you know what I'm saying, building more and more with each flick of the lighter every time. And I understand that it is like a stress reliever for some other people, but if anything, I would say it creates stress for me. So yeah, no, I'm good on it. And I haven't smoked for a whopping total of 3 going on 4 months now, because it's getting ready to be March soon. So yeah, proud of myself, period. Let's get into how I had went to Carrollton. Now, I know I want to say in season 1, I mentioned how I didn't want to go back to Carrollton, how I didn't feel like that was for me. Or it could have been mentioned in one of the multiple episodes that I tried to record for this particular episode that I never uploaded because I was trying to record video, and like, I didn't have the time or the patience to be fooling with no video editing. So yeah. So, like, in July, I went out to Carrollton and was working at this store in Carrollton as a manager in fast food. Y'all, I ain't never seen no shit like that ever in my life. Like, you, to work at Cookout as a manager, you gotta be a soldier, a no limit soldier at that. You gotta be built for the world's, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be built for the world's worst, okay? Because they gonna try you. And now they paid decent. You know what I'm saying? Well enough for you to be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? This was some bullshit. But my check, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I was compensated for it. But y'all, when I went out to Carrollton, it was very eye-opening. And it had shown me, like, why I really just didn't need to be in Carrollton at all. Because, y'all, when I say the staff there, I ain't really had no issues with majority of them. But it was like this one particular associate, she was like, call herself, didn't like me because, you know, for no reason. She was one of those that was in competition in her head. So she was gonna try to lie on me and try to make me look bad. But you know what I'm saying, when your character's like mine, like it speaks for itself. So it's just like, girl, right plan, wrong bitch, try again. So yeah, she called herself lying to my managers, saying that I was rude to her and how I just was giving her a hard time and shit like that. But, you know, those allegations didn't stick because I mean who I am, and then I ain't gonna speak I ain't even gonna speak on that too much because I just feel like folks be wanting to be in my business and some shit I just never tell. I wouldn't tell if God asked me. Okay? Period. I'm just not. But yeah. So one day, I sent her home because I was just like, I already told my district manager and my general manager at the time, like, you know, since she is going to cause issues and problems and she worked my shift, you know, I'm just going to send her home the first time she do something wrong. So that's what I had did. First time I sent, you know, saying, first time I sent her home was last time I had to send her home because she was done. Like, she called herself trying to cuss me out. And me being me, I'm just like, okay. And then the whole kicker of it was that she was like talking all this shit like she would beat my ass, and if we wasn't up here that she was, you know, saying up there at the job that she would whoop my ass. But my thing is, you was crazy to feel like you could talk to me like that and you still was gonna have your job first and foremost. So you really didn't even have a job to lose at that point. So what was stopping you from whooping my ass? Nothing. The fact that you knew in your heart and in your soul that was not the battle that you wanted to fight that day. Because it was already embarrassing that you got sent home. But it would have been more embarrassing that you got sent home and got your ass whooped by the manager on duty. Make it make sense. That's younger than you. That's not stun you. That you so mad and pressed about. For real. But yeah, she called me ugly, y'all, at the end of her little rant. And I just was like, okay, have a good day. Because, like, girl, you and your whole dusty ass clique know. And if you brought your bum ass baby daddy up there, he know that I'm the baddest bitch. Period. But yeah, enough of that, because like that was, yeah, a little something light. But yeah, after that, I want to say I worked there probably maybe 2 more weeks or maybe a week after that. But like that store was just, it was too chaotic. It had too much going on. The whole staff was damn near new, so you had to train people, and I wasn't the best trainer and equipment manager to be training everybody like that. Yeah, cause shit, I basically got pushed through training by my former GM that I ended up being fired by once I went back to my home store because yeah, they was in my business. They wanted to be in my business and in my life, and so the fact that they couldn't be in my business, that was a issue. And yeah, I can't help that, and I wasn't mad, and I feel like she did me one of the greatest favors she could have possibly ever did for me because I was starting to get a little too comfortable punching the clock when that is definitely not my destiny at all. I'm trying to be my, you know what I'm saying, have my own business, have my own brand. And, you know, yeah, if I'm working for anybody, I'm working for Liyah. I'm not working for, you know what I'm saying, somebody else and depending on somebody else to cut me a check. No, never that. With that being said, your girl has her own website now, www.therealpbmha.com. Yes, I have my own website now. I got my domain. Obviously, that's my own domain, but my website is through Tmail. That's where I have started designing and editing my own merch. So I got some t-shirts and some shorts and some sweatshirts available with my logo on them and other little shirt designs that I have created. So yeah, like y'all should go check that out. And shop the real P, be merchandise. Because yeah, anything that I put together is tea. Trust and believe you're gonna look good in it. I just ordered some more of my merch. I want to say last week, and it should be coming in. So whenever that comes in, expect for me to do a whole little unboxing and little try on haul of the real P bitch merch. Period. Cause yeah, it's definitely all that. Just like y'all's host. Honestly, I feel like I have touched on everything that has gone on in the course of the downtime between me and my lovely P babes. Cause I done touched on it all. Like I dropped out, I stopped smoking weed. I was in a little, you know what I'm saying, in a little serious relationship. We was moving faster than Mexican music. And then I had to cut it off. And my deranged ex Tevin hit me up and I had to dead that situation. What else? Turning 23 was amazing. I can say like chapter 23 for me has been literally phenomenal. I recently went and applied for my passport. Like I did that this week. That was on Monday. I went and did it. Honestly, 23 has been amazing. I'm the sexiest I've ever been. I feel great. It's just 23 has been a great feeling. Like it's my golden year at that. So I honestly didn't expect anything less than that. What else? I have 2 more nieces since the last time I recorded. I had one that came in May, and I got one that's getting ready to come soon. My brother's wife is currently in labor, so I'm like excited. So I'm literally an auntie of 6 right now. Yeah. My brother, wait, yeah, I'm an auntie of 6. My brother has 4 kids. My sister has 1, and then my younger brother, he has his 1. And so that's a total of 6. So yeah, I'm an auntie of 6 now. 3 boys, 3 girls. I'm evened out right now. I don't plan on having any kids. They will not get a first cousin from me for a while. But it's a blessing being an auntie. I love being an auntie, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Let me tell it, all my brother kids look like me, so them really my kids. And my first baby, my niece, which is my sister's daughter, that's my baby. I'll be watching her tomorrow actually. So yeah, it's a great feeling being an auntie, being able to have, share a part of their life with them, but still give them back to their parents. So this season, I really want to get all into self-care, like what I do to keep myself, motivated, focused, and just overall content in the midst of everything that goes on in life, because life can just be a puzzle and a maze, and at times you get lost, you get frustrated, you just go through the motions, but through it all you just gotta know your why and always stay in tune and connected with yourself and with your higher power. So like this is all just a phase. This is just a moment in the stimulation. Okay, like this is not forever. It can't rain forever. Okay. Yeah. We focusing on goals, we focusing on fitness, and most importantly, like I said, self-care, because you got to know how to love on yourself and take care of yourself so that the people around you can also know how to show up for you. Because I think the best way to learn is through example. So That's why I put myself on a pedestal and I just, speak highly of myself and love of myself and show myself love and buy myself nice things because I need the people around me to know that, if you love me, this is how I expect to see it. Now, it's not going to always be a gift. Sometimes it's that long conversation, you just listen to me yap and go on and on and on. Sometimes it's just that real tight church hug that you get from your grandma. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it be the small things that matter the most, honestly. So, yeah, this is some food for thought. So, me being me, the real P, I, just always been a pretty girl. But I'm a pretty girl that likes to stay off the radar. Hence, you see me. Well, you don't see me. You hear me, but you don't see me. Yeah. So, throughout my life, I've always dealt with like dudes and like they whole little clique and friend group be wanting me at the same time. And it's just like, I've never been a fan of that. And I don't like that because I just feel like that's ghetto and now y'all trying to set me up. Like what's the plot here? Because I don't want none of y'all because all of y'all want me. Because then if I talk to one, then the next one gonna feel like he might have a chance. And so I can't give nobody a chance because I don't need nobody to think they have the opportunity. Or it be you end up dating one and then everybody in their whole clique, now they looking at you like you up for grabs. And it's just like, no. But okay, so this is the question because it has happened in my life. So a few years ago, this boy, he sent me a DP. If you don't know what a DP is, look it up. Urban Dictionary. So sent me a DP. I'm like, okay, it never went anywhere because like I said, he wasn't nobody that I was studying, he was one of those always trying to get at me and was like, you just scared. And it's like, no, I'm not scared. I'm grown. And I'm a grown ass woman. And I said, if I want you, I can have you because you obviously ready to throw it at me anyway. You see what I'm saying? But Deuce in the DP, now his blood brother, want to talk to me. Now I just feel like it's crazy. Like I wouldn't talk to neither one of them. But it's just the fact that what if I did want to talk to the brother? What if I did? But the younger brother not already sent a DP. Wouldn't that be very weird to go and try to give the brother a chance that want the chance when you done seen his little brother meet? Exactly. Like I just feel like that would be very, very, very strange and controversial because what if you actually like the brother that wants you? You know what I'm saying? And y'all hit it off, but it's like in the back of your mind, you remember that little brother. Oh my God. You remember the little brother sending you the DP and it's just like, that's just like, it's always to make your mind. You know what I'm saying? Do you tell them? Do you tell them? Or do you just be like, all right, nah, because it didn't matter because, no. I feel like that's very crazy though. I feel like after that, like everybody's off limits. Everybody. Even though you didn't do anything and you didn't engage with that brother in any activities outside of just clicking the picture and seeing what he had to offer, I just still feel like, no, like now the whole situation is dead and everybody related to you. Like I can't, I can't deal with you because like I'm dealing with you and I'm thinking about how, somebody that you related to just sit, and drop a picture of their meat off in my DMs. Like that's crazy. Very. But yeah, I'm so ready for this passports to come in, y'all. Because your girl deserves to be eating fruit on an island with her titties out and getting fucked under waterfalls. You see what I'm saying? Like I seen a post that said that, and I just feel like that just sounds like the life right there. Like, what more could you possibly want? as a woman than to be, just on an island with your titties out, eating fruit. Okay, like, period. But on this next episode, I don't even want to lie to y'all because I already lied to y'all and told y'all I wasn't dealing with no man whole time. I was getting ready to move in and play house and probably would have had a baby on the way right now. If I had stuck to the plan. Okay, so yeah, I ain't even gonna sit up here and lie to y'all and tell y'all that the episode's gonna be on one thing and then I turn around and do it on another because that's one of my biggest pet peeves. So we just gonna end it on a positive note, and it feels so good to be back recording and doing these episodes. I love y'all and I thank y'all for supporting me and my podcast. I will be attaching the link to my website in the description box, as well as to my socials where y'all can follow me and connect with me across social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat. You know what I'm saying? The whole nine. As always, remember to keep it P. And my final message would be, remember to go at your own pace. Always go at your own pace. Don't try to move for nobody else but you. Because only you know your path. Only you know your race. And trying to move at the next person's pace can cause you to be in a world of hurt that you didn't have to be in had you just went with yourself. You know what I'm saying? With your own intuition. So I'm leaving y'all with that.